Hello everybody, BJ Frankie here. Just wanted to show further what I've been doing since the last video, which currently is actually a misnomer because that's a whole bunch of pieces and needs to be put together and uploaded. I think I'll do this one first, but eventually that one will be up. Since the last one, I've added a second mob spawner on the other side here. As that can be seen, that one is full of friends, and that one is not doing so full right now. I don't know why. Sometimes they both get pretty decent. Probably it's hit the mob cap with all those guys over there now. But pretty much I've just been running back and forth from one to the other, killing them, dropping off stuff, making dirt, going back to the other one, killing more. They're 25 blocks out, which is the spawning distance, the minimum spawning distance I understand to get mobs to spawn. And then especially when I'm at the other one, it's certainly far enough away to have them spawn on the other side. Pretty much just killing all the mobs there has gotten me lots of resources. Plenty of zombies, which thanks to the quest book repeatable quests here, I actually have another earth shard here. The zombie attack, I've been able to get many times. In fact, I'm almost about to get another one to get emeralds. So that's gotten me, actually, apologize if there's an echo here, forgot to put on headphones, 5 emeralds already, and I haven't even started sifting anything. I've got up to 60 dirt just from composting the zombie flesh, which is why I don't have really any zombie flesh. Had great luck with Endermen, have, as you can see, I can't count, 6.5 stacks of ender pearls, a good amount of bones, string from just the trees I've been getting. I was composting those for dirt until I was having such great success with the zombies. Even have 26 glowstone dust and 16 redstone dust just from witch drops. And I have 4 iron ingots from zombie drops. So I actually have enough to make a bucket and can make the cutting board or anything else without having sifted any dirt. Do have the pot from a quest reward, which was using for stock to have meals from bones, which they don't give you much saturation, but they do give you a hock of hunger back. However, zombie brains from the Thaumcraft mobs, if you turn them into zombie jerky, even though it says it only gives you 1.5, it actually gives you, I believe, 3.5 or 4, plus a ton of saturation, and you get some Thaumcraft aspects. So I've actually been living on those lately because they come in faster than I need to consume them. And they convert in about 30 seconds. So very quick food there. I have a couple of treasures I haven't opened yet. Should be able to get some gold coins from those if I want. I've had 3 potatoes drop, a carrot, some sugar already, so I'm ready to start farming and resources. The boat trick did not work. I did see that my hunger was ticking down as I was sitting in the boat. Haven't had very fast tree growing, so not a lot of wood currently, but ready to start on some other quests. And here, had 1 mob drop a dispenser. I did give myself some single-use safari nets to capture a couple of celebrities, including Jaded Cat. Those aren't of any benefit to me, so I consider that okay. I'll just have some friends hanging out and watching me. I've gotten several miniature red hearts, which I could craft later into additional health, or just use them if I need to. 1 heart from a quest, half a heart. So the sugarcane here I did get from a quest reward. However, because I've gotten the potatoes, I don't actually need to take the potato seeds here. However, the raiding hoe, which is good, I made a mattock, which has actually leveled up pretty nicely. It's my primary weapon for culling the mobs in those mob farms right now. That is just a strict bone because it's renewable. But it soon enough got repair, and I haven't needed to repair it more than a few times early on. The frying pan, that is a quest reward, plastic pan, and the man-infused tool rod, leveled up quite nicely. It's got a lot of lapis, a couple knockback, a lot of sharpness, so even for negative half heart of attack, it attacks pretty decently. Get beheading, so I've been getting a fair amount of mob heads dropping from that, but that's primarily my weapon I've been using for Endermen and for witches to get Ender Pearl drops, redstone dust, glowstone dust, and bottles. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be leveling anymore, so maybe if I replace a part, it will start leveling, but it has leveled a lot since I got it. 3 levels of lapis that have been added for free, 2 knockback, 3 quartz, I believe, 3 sharpness levels up, a moss, fortunately just 1, so it repairs very slowly, a beheading, and a few smite to get up to 36. So, I've already shown that one. I did get 1 record drop so far, a decent number of arrows and gunpowder, which are kind of useless, 22 water bottles, which I was able to pick up some from my tanks over here, even though that's not necessary, because as I said, the water bottles are for if you have a water source, and rather than waiting for rain to fill them, you can fill your bottles from a water source block and then fill it into the barrels. It does not use the water source block. You fill the barrel, and then you can bucket it out to make an infinite water source. Well, because I don't have a water source, I had to wait for rain, and then I got at least 2. I'm now up to 8 water bottles, and really only need the 2 to make an infinite water source, and that's all the water I'll ever need. So it's time to start sifting dirt now to get more stone, to go with the 2 stone I already have, stone nuggets, and see what else I can pick up. Clear out my hotbar so I can see all the items I get, and see if I get any good things, tree drops, that sort of thing, plant seeds. Oh, there's grass seeds, so I'll be able to get some wheat. So 24 will get me 6 stone. I need at least 10, which is 40 to get, oh, pumpkin seeds, nice. To get the 10 stone, you need 6 for a slab furnace, because by default, and that's the 40 I need. 46, so that will get me 11 stone and 2 extra rocks. You need 10 stone, 6 for a slab furnace. Well, yeah. 6 to make 12 slabs, which allows you to make a slab furnace. Because the pack by default anymore does not have the mod that added in the cobblestone slab to full cobblestone or wood slab to wood planks recipe anymore. And then 4 to melt in the crucible, which I can now fire in the furnace to get lava, so I can start a cobble gen as well as start smelting. And actually with the furnace now, I can smelt some logs into charcoal or sugar into sugar charcoal. That was a bug in an earlier version of the pack. I do believe logs should work now, so that I can make a torch and smelt that wood, and or melt the cobblestone and continue moving along in the pack. So let's see, will this smelt? I'm going to grab some sticks, because I've been getting them free from witches, and that should give me only exactly as many as I need to make a charcoal, to make a torch, to melt this. At that point, you know what? I'm going to smelt 1 more to make a charcoal, to smelt a few logs, actually, and to smelt 8 logs, and then over here smelt these 2 also. To be able to get moving, get my water, do this proper. Even though I have iron, I'll do this the expected way. It's not necessary, but call me obtuse if you want. But that's how, with just the basic, no water, minimal start resources, even hard mode, I did use one more of the flint to make the flint pickaxe head, except strictly speaking I did not need to, because as soon as I get a cobble gen, which you don't need flint for, I'll be able to use the hammer to get gravel to sieve for another flint. So without using more than the one for a quest reward, which I haven't used, one stack of bone meal, did not touch the second one, and I've got plenty of bone meal now. It is possible to get started and get going on Agrarian Skies here. It's just a bit slow. I've spent many hours just running back and forth, clearing out those two mob spawners, but getting a lot of resources for it. Plenty of ender pearls for transfer nodes, or primarily for transfer nodes once I get some lapis, to make a water transfer node, to make item transfer nodes. I did that on my first run through. I made an item transfer node before I realized there's a quest reward to give you one for a cobble gen. So that's actually a good start so far. I'm going to make a torch here to get that going. And everyone knows how to do that. I'll wrap up the video now because that's long enough here. And go and upload this. If there's any questions, certainly post. I will make a bit more progress and continue on tomorrow. And we're back. So I have my 1 bucket worth of lava. I have a cobble harvesting area set up, well, hammering. I don't have a pick yet, due to my own choice. Have water flowing to turn the flowing lava into cobble. This is a slab surface. These are slab surfaces. There's a rumor that crafting stations act as inflammable blocks. So these should not burn. That should not burn. All the rest of this could. We'll see how well that theory pans out. If I start to have fire get out of control, well, I guess I'll have to sift more dirt to get more stones to make another bucket of lava, because I will just replace that one and get rid of it rather than have everything burn up, because I'm going to be using my only bucket here. So we'll see how this works. Oh. Okay. So there's one. So far, so good. And this way I have a nice empty space, so I can just hold the mouse button down and it's not going to break anything in the background. Again, I apologize if there's an echo. Just that, hopefully, if there was, that helps, and hopefully game sound is not too quiet now. Well, so far that seems to have panned out successfully. Nothing is catching on fire. I'm getting my cobble flowing, or generating. Oops. That could go badly. I may just go ahead and block that off now. Yep, that seems like a good idea. Well, maybe not, because that could actually turn this into obsidian. So we'll waste those. That one. Keep that flowing off the edge where it will choose to flow there first and it just touches the flowing lava. And now I should be able to sieve this. Get back the... Oh, there's flint. And on my way to a world interaction upgrade for a cobblegen. Oh, there's my 2 flint. I have up 3. I've effectively not used any of these starting flint. Did not need to complete that quest. I know what I need to do to proceed. So, I was not benefited any by that. Not that it really matters, but it just proves that this skyblock, you can start slow. Apparently some server owners make it even worse of a start. But there is nothing to be concerned about. Actually, now that I have a few more gravel, I could go ahead and place these, but nothing is burning, so I'm pretty pleased. 2 aluminum, 3 copper, 1 iron so far. So, since I did get lucky with the iron from the mob drops, I'm going to make an iron bucket. Not everyone has the patience for that, I understand. But why turn that down, since it was so... well, that wasn't really lucky. It was the random number generator, but there was a lot of time put into that and no loss except for my time. So, get myself a pick already prepared. Put those 2 back up to 8. I'm saving the eggs and the spawn eggs for when I can actually make use of them. I could make a pen and place them. I suppose with the bucket I can start making milk buckets, but with the brains I'm not at any loss for food. So far it's a good start to the game. It's been working out pretty well. And I like how things are going. This run through so far, quite pleased. So that will be the end of the second tube, because the second video I do need to wrap this up for the night. Have a good one.